So look, let me make some shit clear. Let me make this shit clear. Cause it seems like ain't nobody getting it. You ain't getting shit. So I've been wanting to rap since I was like 15. But I always told my mom like I wanted to rap when I was like 8, 9. So I got older and I was just like, I don't want to do what everybody else is doing because everybody want to rap. Everybody want to do this. So I took a little detour and I went towards the fashion line. Created my own website after I graduated school. And pretty much like after that I just like, I wasn't seeing my fashion shit pop off like I wanted to pop off the first 3 years. I was like, shit, we're gonna do the music. So after that, this investor had said he wanted to invest into my clothing store or whatever. So after that, I was just like, shit, cool. At first I thought it was a scam. Because he was like, $250,000. I was like, why would you invest in $250,000? But it was real. So it was real and legit and everything because I had called the little bank that the money was in. They told me everything was, squared away. I put control numbers in and all this. Anyway, back to this. So after that, I was just like, fuck it. I really just wanted to do music. But I was always pushing that aside. But somehow it like always came back around. So now that it came back around, I was just like, fuck it. 2018, I was like, shit, I'm going to take this shit serious. So I started recording. 2019, at the end of 2019, I got pregnant with my daughter. So that whole year of 2020 during the pandemic, I wasn't like doing no music, no recording. I was just pretty much like networking behind the scenes, studying the game, and pretty much like getting my fan base. Pretty much that's what I was doing. And then I ended up going to jail I ended up going to jail at the end of January. But before I went to jail, at the end of January of 2021, I had released my mixtape on the 1st of January. I had just released it and I had told everybody, I was like, this was my season where like I was opening my eyes and I seen everybody true colors. Everybody would get cut the fuck off around that time. So it got to the point where it was just like, I told everybody, I was like, when my music pop, don't call my phone, don't say shit, don't ask about me, don't do none of that. And I killed y'all not. So when I got released for jail, I started seeing the numbers going up. I said, oh yeah, everybody cut out. And then I told myself, I'm finna go to the studio. I don't give a fuck about no 9 to 5 right now. Take me to the studio. Got to the studio and I recorded. Yin Yang. Yin Yang was a song that I wrote. The first song that I wrote when I got out of jail. Well, it was a freestyle. Well, the first freestyle that I wrote when I got out of jail. Because it was like everybody that I needed when I was in jail really like turned it back on. So I was like, fuck everybody, shit. Family, friends, my ex-family, friends. Like, fuck all y'all. Because y'all, put me in this position to make me feel like I wasn't worth shit. And then it was just like, y'all bash taught me, y'all did this and this and that. So it's just like, fuck all y'all. Like, I'm going to show y'all better than I can tell y'all. When my music pop, don't say shit. And I kid y'all not, them numbers started going down. I got out of jail, I started seeing numbers. I was like, I ain't never seen numbers like this before. So it's just like, me getting out of jail, seeing that my music on YouTube getting 200 views. I'm like, hold on. Like, hey, we going somewhere here. Let me keep going. Let me keep grinding. Me and my daughter took a trip to Florida. Then for some reason, some bitch and nigga want to hack my account. Don't know who them bitches is, but they want to hack my Snapchat account, start selling my pictures and shit. Not that I give a fuck, but it's just at the end of the day, just like, y'all weird for selling my pictures for $40 when I know I'm worth more than $40. I don't give a fuck if they saw titties, ass, coochie, lips. I don't give a fuck, but it's just like at the end of the day, if y'all gonna sell it, this shit is top notch. I'm just like, let me stop playing, but nah, for real. They sold my pictures for $40 and shit like that. So when I got my account back, they pretty much was like still doing the shit, this and this and this and that. So I was just like, it is what it is. I'm not finna let this shit take me from what the fuck I really came to do, which is my fucking music. Like, because I always wanted to do music. Like, I always was writing and writing and writing and writing. Like, I used to write in my notepad since I was 15 years old. So it was just like, this was something that was I always wanted to do. But it just like, I took a detour because everybody was doing it. So since everybody was doing it, I was just like, I don't want to do the same shit everybody doing, because this the easy way that they getting out, like, the scapegoat. But it's just like, somehow every dude that I met, or every like homeboy or girl I met, they always be like, I do music, or I'm in the studio, or I produce, I do beats, and I be like, oh, okay, cool. But then it's just like, I thought about it, was just like, hold on, do I really want to do that fashion shit, or do I really want to do my music shit? Like, and it's just like, fuck it. I'm skilled in both, but I'm really skilled in the music part, because I love to write, one, and I love fucking language arts. So language arts is my favorite subject in school, and it was just like, with that pen in my brain, like, my pen is really unmatched. Like, I don't know why people think that, be underestimating me. Like, they just don't know. But anyway, it's just like, yeah, that's really what happened. And then it's just, I kept going and going, and then it's just like I had meetings with labels and stuff like that, and it's just like, they didn't know, they wanted to sign me, but it was just like, I was the one that told them, like, I wasn't ready as an artist to, like, be pushed out there, because I didn't know who I was as an artist and also as an individual, because I wasn't for sure if I really wanted to do music and take that shit serious. Like, I knew I wanted to take shit, but I didn't know if I wanted to, like, step out there and do it for real. And so it's just like, when after I had my daughter, I was just going hard, studio, this and that. And I was just like, yeah, I guess I'm going to do it. And then I had, a couple of shows lined up. But it's like, it snowed on my show day. I still came to Atlanta, but it was just like, on my show day, it's where they claimed that it snowed. And then after that, I ended up leaving, and I ended up getting pregnant again. I was like, oh, hell yeah. Like, now that I'm pregnant, now I'm like, I gotta go harder. Like, so with my daughter, I took a time out, because I was like, I'm not feeling like the music shit. But with my son, I was like, nah, I don't give a fuck about me being pregnant. I'm finna keep going. Pregnant, not motion sickness, throwing up. I'm finna keep going. So I was tired as fuck during this pregnancy. I was just like, I don't even give a fuck at this point. I'm just gonna keep going. And then it's just like, I just started seeing numbers grow. And I'm like, damn, like, I'm just looking at shit like, damn, like, these numbers, like, people really fuck with me. And it's just like, a lot of times I be thinking to myself, like, I put the music out, a lot of people ain't gonna fuck with my shit. Like, don't get me wrong, a lot of people don't fuck with my shit, but I don't really care, because it's just like, I make my music for me. I don't make my music for you. If you relate, then you relate. But if not, I don't really give a fuck. I'm gonna push that shit out of it. Like, I can drop a song a day. I drop something tomorrow. Like, I drop whenever I want to. That I liked of being independent and owning my own rights, my own royalties. Like, I get to drop whenever the fuck I want to, and I'm gonna make all my royalties to myself. But it's just like, the platforms that I put my music on, sometimes I allow them to get 10%, because they pushing my music out for me instead of me have to push my own music out. So it's just like, I give you the little 10%. It's no big deal or whatever. But it's just like, more on a level where it's like, if I'm doing this shit, I want to do it for me. I don't want to do it for what nobody can do for me, or how much money they can get me and shit like that. It's just like, I just want to do it for me and my kids. And that's all that really mattered to me at that point, was for my kids and shit. So with this music shit, don't take this shit lightly, because I'm aggressive in the studio. That's just who I am. I know how to balance my masculine and my feminine energy. Just the fact that I don't rap like normal people. Like, I don't rap like society want me to rap. So that's why I'm really not in the field to be like, oh, I want to get a deal, or I want to get signed, because it's like, I'm not going to allow the industry to change what I rap about. If I want to rap about pussy, I'm going to rap about that. Shit, I'm grown. I can do whatever the fuck I want to do. And then it's just like, sometimes I get in my feelings. I want to sing about shit that, happens to me. And sometimes I get pissed off, and I want to stomp on the bitch face. But it's just, I can't do that, because I got kids. And then I'm grown. I'm older now. So it's just like, I'd rather, instead of stomp on a bitch face, I'd rather just stomp on a beat. And I always tell people that, like, in order for me to just stay out the streets again, going back and forth to jail, I just really just take that aggression and my frustration out in my music. And that's why I rap aggressive. And a lot of people, we're going to go to this question of like, why you rap, why your voice so deep? So the discussion of always, why your voice so deep? You got to understand, when you've been rapping and 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 so forth, your voice do change over time. It's not gonna stay squeaky all the time. It's not gonna. It's like when you get comfortable being listening to your voice and being comfortable with hearing your voice, then you get to change the flows, ride the beat, this and that. So it's just like when you've been an artist for a long time, you've been recording for a long time, your voice do change. Like you gotta listen to old people, like listen to the older female rappers that rap. Like their voice was squeaky on they, first upcoming mixtapes and albums and shit like that. When they got older, or like their music changed, their voice got a little deeper because they got used to they found their sound. That's what I'm gonna say. They found their sound. They got used to riding the beat, doing what they do. And it's just like I love music. That's my life. That's my first love. I'd be like, you never had a boyfriend, you never this, and it's just like I really don't be caring about that because it's just like at the end of the day, it's just like when it comes to men, they really are a distraction to me because it's like I'm a giving person. I give my all. So it's like if I'm in a relationship, I'm gonna want to buy you this. I want to go out. I want to do this. I be wanting to spend money, and it's just like I be wanting you to spend money, but I'm gonna spend money too. Because if I buy something, I'm gonna buy you something. Because we're in a relationship. But it's just like that's more of a distraction to me because it takes me from my focus of what I really want to do. And it's just like now I got kids and it's just like people like you a single parent. Like I choose to be a single parent. Like don't get this misunderstood. I'm not a single parent because I have to be. I choose to be a single parent because I don't want to have an attachment and the things that I work hard for. I don't want anybody to say that they did anything for me or say that they put anything behind me. Like everything that I did was 100% me. All my money was invested into me. So it's just like when it comes to my music, it's just like I'd rather invest in myself, put my money up for myself, and then invest and risk my money. In case anything go wrong, I'd be like, okay, shit, that didn't work. Cool, I just lost a couple of bands. But it's just like at the end of the day, it's just like I'd rather lose my couple bands than have somebody else be like, damn, this bitch made me lose a couple bands and now we flopping, we can't go on tour, we flopping because of this, or we flopping because she pregnant. Like, no, like, it's my time and it's like I do it when I want to do it. So it's like if I don't want to go to the studio today, I can go to the studio when I want to, not because a label tell me, oh, you got to make another track because this song going down or people your views going down. I don't give a fuck about no views because at the end of the goddamn day, they gonna listen when they motherfucking want to listen. And it's just like, when I seen that my numbers kept growing, I was just like, damn. It's people that you don't even like. It's like, damn, it's people that you don't even know that really be genuinely fucking with your shit. And like, the people that you really know, for real, you send them your fucking link to your song, they gonna, oh, okay, it's nice. What? You ain't gonna say, okay, cool, I fuck with it, this and that. Like, I ain't gonna lie, like, half of the people I know, like, I sent my music to, like, long time ago, like, it'd be, like, my beginning stages of me, recording. They'd be like, oh, it's good, or I fuck with it, this and that. But now, they just, like, damn, like, that hate be so real, because it's, like, now they know, like, oh, I wasn't playing. I'm dead ass serious right now. And then it's just, like, a lot of shit that goes on in my life, I incorporate that in my music. So it's just like I ain't giving no false narratives. Like I ain't doing none of that shit. Like everything that happened in my life is real life shit. Like come on. Like I love diamonds. Got a big ass chain. Like that bitch is heavy for real. Like that's why I don't wear that shit every day all day because that bitch is heavy. And like people, like I always get these subliminals that people always say, oh, fake chains, fake jewelry, baby. I can't wear nothing fake. If I wear anything fake, my skin will break out. You'll know if I'm wearing something fake if my skin break out. My skin not breaking out, so it's not fake. And it's like I always been like that, even when I was younger. Like my grandmother could never buy me fake jewelry because I would break out. I could never wear cheap anything because I would break out. Like my grandma and my mom had to go buy the most expensive shit for me because my skin is so sensitive to the point I would break out with fake jewelry, fake anything. I would break out. So it's just like I always wore fake, like I always wore real jewelry like earrings and necklaces and shit, like rings and shit, like, because no, no, no. And it's just like, that necklace I be had, that chain I got, that be heavy for. I can't believe that shit heavy, but I paid for it. It's like all the shit that I really be wanting. I just be like, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that, I'm gonna get that one day. And then it's just like, when it happened and I get it and I look back and I be like, damn, I really actually did it. Like, I really did get it. And it's just like, it be a surprise to me. Like, a lot of people think it don't be a surprise to me because I be listening to all my old music, to, and shit like that. And it just be like, damn, like, if I listen, like, I be listening to my old music up into my upcoming music, I be like, damn, like, my music really changed. Like, my music changed a lot. I grew as, a person, and not only as a person, but an artist. But it's just like, at the end of the day, it's just like, you got to know what's for you and what's not for you. So it's just like, the whole time I was thinking, fashion was for me. And the whole time, music was my thing. Like, even though I love fashion, going to school for fashion was not for me. Even though, I dived in that fashion avenue, like, even though I know how to dress good, I know how to dress well, I know how to pick out my own material, but it's just like, at the end of the day, just like going to school, it's like, for me, going to school, learning fashion, it really wasn't for me, because, like, I literally stopped going, like, after one semester, like, I stopped going, and I was just like, no, I'm just stick with the music, because it's like, with the music, I feel more free. I get to say what I want to say. I get to, put how I feel into my music, and like I know somebody gonna relate. Not, I ain't gonna say everybody, but I know somebody gonna relate to how the fuck I feel and shit like that. And so, like, when I actually went through that time period of my breakup with my ex, the music really became my baby. Like, even though it been my baby, like, it was my first love, but it's just like, it really became my baby to the point where it was like, if I'm going to nurture this fucking seed, I got to keep going. And it's just like, people be like, oh, she drop music all the time. It's just like, just because I drop music all the time, baby, y'all don't know the reason behind why I'm dropping this music. You got to think about it. I've been trying to rap since I was fucking 8 years old. I didn't start writing until I was 15, actually putting shit together. I didn't get into the studio until I was 20. You got to think about it. I lost years recording. I lost years writing. So it's just like, now I'm putting out shit because of the simple fact, like, those years that I should have been recording, I didn't record. So that's why I put out shit every day. And that's, people gonna hate. It is what it is. Like, I don't give a fuck. But at the end of the day, I want you to know, like, you gonna respect me. If you don't respect me, you gotta move around. And that's real shit, because it's just like, I'm human too. Just because I got this, I got that, or, you may think that I got this or I got that, or whatever you thinking, or in your delusional ass mind. But it's just like, I work hard for all the shit that I did. Like, I worked a 9 to 5, like, to maintain my lifestyle that I have. Like, my own place, like, cars, my money, from my 9 to 5. I used my 9 to 5 to build my dream. So all the checks that I was getting, I was paying bills. And then my other job, that check was going towards paying for promotions, paying to get my songs on people's mixtapes, paying for my songs to get pushed out on these platforms. Like, this shit ain't free. Just to put shit out on platforms, it's not free. Bitch, I spend $75 every month just to keep my music in rotation for people. And it's just like, and then, like, if I want to put my music, like, none of this shit really free, because, like, every app that I have that my music is on, or every platform that my music is on, I have played at least thousands of dollars on. From, 2019? So I've put literally more than half of what I made giving my business to people overseas. I've put in over $250,000 in my music. So it's just like, if I got invested, if invested in me and gave me 20, if an investor came to me and gave me a $250,000, and I turned around and flipped, still got that $250,000 overseas, and I turned around and flipped my own money and made more than a $250,000 off my music, what makes you think I want to sign a deal? Like, real shit. Like, what makes you really think that I want to sign a deal if I already reached that amount of money? I've seen that amount of money. So it's just like, there's nothing a deal can do for me unless you coming in with $8 million. Cause I'm gonna definitely give you a show. I will always give you a show because I'm a vibe. I'm always a vibe. Like, I'm always in a happy mood. Unless a bitch just really piss me the fuck out, then I'm gonna just chop her head off with my tongue. My tongue is a pistol, you know. But other than that, I'm a loving fucking person. I love everybody till you show me I can't love you no more. I give everybody a chance until you cross me. But other than that, I just really be chilling and vibing, being a mommy, shit like that. But when I'm not being a mommy, I'm working my 9 to 5. And when I'm not working my 9 to 5, I'm in the studio. Okay, another question that I was asked: what happened to you and your ex? Which one? I was just like, let me stop. Alright, so the thing that happened between me and my ex, like, I'm not gonna get too much into detail, but it was just more like, when I got pregnant, you know, you start to see everybody's true colors, and you find out who's there and who's not for you, for real. So it was just like, I outgrew him pretty much, and it's just like, we not on the same level no more. So I called it quits. Like, I called it quits. Like, not him. I just told him, I was like, I don't want to do it no more. Like, I'm cool with the co-parenting. I'm doing that. It's just not. But other than that, it's just like, we outgrew. Time passed, and we weren't on the same level no more. Like, he wanted to do this and do that, hang out and do drugs. I didn't want to do that. Because, honestly, me and him was supposed to be doing music together. And we were supposed to be, you know, going to the top together. Because I remember we was having this conversation. I was like, well, since we having a baby now, our daughter come, we can just, you know, have that rich lifestyle for her. And we both, you know, she go to school and be like, my mama and my daddy rappers, like, type shit like that. But it's just like, when it came down to it, I was the only one more focused. And I stayed tunnel vision and stayed 10 toes down on my vision. Because I remember telling him, I was working at this hotel, and I was telling her, I was like, I cover my face and I cover my hair because I don't want nobody to know, like, who I am when I blow up and get big. And as soon as I told him that, he was just like, oh, okay. And as soon as I told him that, my music just started going up. I was just like, Alright, so the other question is, are you having any more kids? Baby, no, I am done having kids. Like, I got my boy and my girl, I'm done. I'm completely done. Like, I just can't do it. Like, I always told people, like, I was supposed to be the rich auntie that take care of her nieces and nephews. Like, not the rich mommy. Not that I don't mind, but it's like, being a mommy, it's for me, but I really did. Like, no, I just don't want no more kids. I'm okay. I'm okay with the 2 I got. Because, they bougie. My kids are bougie. They bougier than me. Like, my daughter, mommy, can we go shopping? Like, my daughter's 2, and she always want to go shopping all the time. And it's just like, I be having like 6, 7 packages coming just for her. Mommy. So, yeah. Mommy. Alright, so another question is, how many tattoos you got? I have 7. I have one on this wrist, one on this wrist. I have one behind my ear. I have one on my spine, one on my right shoulder, one on my foot, one on my ankle. How old? I'm not answering that because once a woman gets to a certain age, you do not discuss your age. Like, you can probably go get the calculator and try to calculate it, but me telling you back in, I'm not telling you my age. You'll never get that out of me. Once you reach a certain age. Once you peak, you're not. No. Um, what was the hardest challenge to overcome? Ooh, that's a good one. Um, the hardest challenge that I had to overcome, becoming homeless. Because after I went to jail, I got out of jail. I lost, my home. I lost my cars. I lost pretty much everything. So becoming homeless and trying to figure it out, and also having a partial newborn baby, because she was like 8 months when I got released out of jail. So it was just like, that was the hardest part, because it's just like, damn, like, what the fuck am I gonna do to figure this out? Like, at this point, it's just like working a 9 to 5. I gotta find daycare. I gotta find somebody to work, to work with me with her hours, with her daycare, work with my hours and the availability that I have. And it's just like, it was kind of hard for that, because it's just like, some days I would go to work, some days I would miss work, some days she wouldn't go to school, and it'd be like, also transportation. Like, I used to catch Ubers all the time to work and get my daughters to school. No, like, I'm living on the south side, my daughter go to school on the west side, I work on the south side, so it's just like, I have to get her to school on the west side. That's $40. Come back to the south side. That's $40. Go back. That's $40. And come back. Like, it was just a lot. So it was a lot. Okay, so the video cut off. But so the question was, how are you comfortable with talking about sex in your music? I'm comfortable because it comes naturally, obviously, because that's a natural thing that happens to everybody that's a human on earth, and eventually everybody's going to do it at their own time. But it's like, I'm comfortable because, one, I don't let my kids listen to that type of, me saying about that. But it's just like, I'm comfortable because I know who I am. I know what I can do in the bedroom. And it's just like, that's my way of expressing myself as a feminine. Not because I want to be sexually or over sexual. Like, that's just me explaining my sexuality. Like, being a feminine. Like, men talk about it all the time. Because there's their sexuality. They're going to always talk about their thing, because that's what is them. Like, that's what makes them and shit like that. So at the end of the day, it's just like, being comfortable talking about sex in my music, it's natural. Another question that we have is, I already answered this question. I'm not going to answer that shit. Why do you still work a 9 to 5 if you get money? Did he not hear me in the first beginning say my 9 to 5 funds my lifestyle and it funds my career? So once my career actually get into a place where I don't have to fucking finance it through my 9 to 5, then I'll be okay. And don't get me wrong, I fumbled hella bags. So yeah, I'm not just the richest bitch. I fumbled hella bags. So it's just like, you can't just sit here and say, oh, why are you working a 9 to 5? I'm working a 9 to 5 because I want to. I still have to provide for my kids, because my career haven't taken off to the point where I can provide for my kids strictly from my career. Do you understand? Okay. Bitches be weird. Why you don't work a 9 to 5? Let me stop. All right. The next question is, what inspires you to make Boujie language? Okay. I just told y'all. What inspired me to make Boujie language, because I was going through a transformation, through a breakup. I just had my daughter. It was a lot of drama surrounding that. So it was just like, I had to pop my shit. I was just but no, I just, transition. Where are your children's fathers? Well, my daughter's father, he comes around when he wants. My son's father, we don't communicate at all, because I just choose not to deal with that. It's a lot of issues that he got going on that I don't want to be involved in. So I just stay my distance, you know. He come around, he want to come around. I'm not knocking nobody. You want to see a child, you see a child. I'm not going to stop that. But if you try to stop my bad, then I'm going to stop that too. But honestly, I just be in my own little bubble. So I really don't be caring to even communicate with him. My son good though. He's very well taken care of. Without his dad. Stop playing with it. And it's just like, you know, we could just meet up in the middle and shit like that. But the next question is, who be doing your hair? I do my hair. I do my own makeup. Although I did have someone doing my hair, but then I don't deal with them no more. And are you looking for I'm not looking for nobody right now. Let me stop playing. When the time comes, then maybe I'll be looking for somebody. But right now I'm working on my finances and get my money in order for my kids. Make sure I'm secure before I actually step that broom. What is your ideal wedding? I'm glad that you asked. I don't want a wedding. I'd rather elope. Keep it private and simple. And it's just like, you know, we could just meet up in the middle and shit like that. But the next question is, who be doing your hair? I do my hair. I do my own makeup. Although I did have someone doing my hair, but then I don't deal with them no more. And are you looking for I'm not looking for nobody right now. Let me stop playing. When the time comes, then maybe I'll be looking for somebody. But right now I'm working on my finances and get my money in order for my kids. Make sure I'm secure before I actually step that broom. What is your ideal wedding? I'm glad that you asked. I don't want a wedding. I'd rather elope. Keep it private and simple. So, this one says, what's your favorite car or dream car? A Porsche Panamera is my dream car. My favorite car? I don't really have a favorite car. I like fast cars, though. But my dream car is a Porsche Panamera. All white on the outside, pearl pink interior, wood grain material. And with my seats, my name engraved in the seats. That's been my dream car since I was little. It's never going to change. All white, cocaine on the outside, pearl pink inside seats, wood grain material, name engraved in the seats. If it ain't my dream car, I don't want it. Take it back to the shop. Don't have a favorite car. I just like fast cars. That's the other one. Why they be hating on you? I don't know. Ask them. Ask my haters, obviously. Do you have family support or any other supporters? Nope. I've never had family support. I've always just been a person where I didn't look at others' opinions of how they look at me to determine who I will be or how I will make my next move. I ain't never had support in my life. Like, if somebody tell you that they supported me, they really didn't. They a liar. Nobody really supported me. Nobody really funded me. Everything came on my own. I always had, it's always competition with my family. Like, you can't outdo the other person, or they're going to always hate or be mad or start a little group chat. I like being a group chat, though, because why y'all talking about me? Y'all be posting my little pictures in y'all group chat. Y'all be saying all y'all comments. I don't know what y'all be saying, but I know y'all be saying so. Not that I give a fuck, though, because half of the shit don't even be true. And I can care less if it is. So the next question says, how tall are you? I'm 5'1". Short as fuck. Do you plan on getting married anytime soon? I'm not gonna answer that question because I don't know what the universe is holding for me up there in the spirit world. um, the next one says, when you say that you're a psychic, what do you mean? Okay, I'm not saying that I do candles or anything. That's not a psychic. Like, I always told my mom, like, I was clairvoyant. I was always able to see things from the spirit world to the physical. So, explaining it means like I could always see like things that's not seen with the naked eye. You see what I'm saying? I can give you an example of things that happen. Like I basically be having premonitions. It's called clairvoyancy and audiosentience. So pretty much I can see things before it happens. And sometimes I be trying to avoid it. I don't know if y'all saw this movie called Final Destination, when the girl, she used to have visions about accidents that used to happen or how people were going to get killed and shit like that. I don't have those type of premonitions, but I have premonitions on like what's going to, like, life events that's going to happen next, or what may happen, or what may not happen, or what's right for you or what's not right for you. Typically things that I say will come true because I've saw it already. That's what I mean by clairvoyant being psychic. Psychic, I'm not talking about psychic. Or I'm like, I'm just going to see your brain and see what you're thinking, like, type shit. No, that's weird as fuck. Like, no, I just be knowing shit before the future comes. Like, I be seeing future events, pretty much. And do you have friends? I don't call, like, if you know you're my friend, I really don't call my friends friends. I call my friends like babe, my loves, like hun. I always call my friends that because, like, I really cherish my friends a lot, like, because I always put my friends on game. Like, a real friend not gonna put their friend, like, a real friend, if you don't have no real friend, they're not gonna put you up on game. Like, I put all my friends on game. Like, if you are my friend, like, I put you up on game. And it's like, if you trading on me, then you can skip. But no, I had a friend since elementary, but we fell out. But, you know, it's no hard feelings on it, but it's just like, you know, you outgrow people as you grow. So, you know, in time, we'll reveal that. In time, revealed it. So it's just like, you know, you got to crop people out. Like a picture. And it's no hard feelings on none of that. You just outgrow people, and people just got to accept the fact that you outgrow them. It's no beef. Next question was, how long was your longest relationship? My longest relationship was 7 years, and that was with my daughter's dad. I was with him in high school. Yep. And the next question says, have you ever snitched? Boy, fuck out of here. I ain't even stay in jail long enough. And then, not to mention, it wasn't nothing to be snitched on, because it's just like, I went to jail for something minor. It was a traffic ticket. I just had a warrant out for my arrest because obviously I didn't get the court paper. So, snitching on who? Stupid. Somebody said, would you rather work a 9 to 5 or be full-time musician? I mean, I was a full-time musician last year. Like, all last year, I was not working. Like, I actually quit my job and I moved to Florida and I didn't work. But I somehow still made money. Came back to Atlanta, got pregnant, and I had a 9 to 5. So I went back to work. So periodically I just take breaks from work or from a 9 to 5 because I don't always want to work a 9 to 5. I'm not dedicated to somebody establishment like that. But I just make the money so I can make my money. You know. Oh shit. I wasn't trying to click on that. I was just reading them like this. So this person said, what would your next song be? If I tell you what my next song would be, you wouldn't even be. I mean, because I be dropping snippets. I really be hating dropping snippets because it's like, once the song come out, then y'all gonna already know. Y'all gonna be like, I already heard this song. I don't like that. But it's just like, I do snippets because it's like, I'm trying to get my fan base up, and I want people to hear my sound and how I rap and stuff like that. So it's just like I just drop little snippets here and there. Another person said, when you make songs, you want to do 1 minute. So when it comes to the 1 minute songs, it's like I be trying to just do a little quick freestyle and get it out the way, and I don't be intentionally trying to make it a full song, because it's just like a full song requires a lot more studio time. And I don't be having time. I just be wanting to say something real quick, get it out of the way, just to hear something, something new. Hold on, my phone locked up, y'all. So let's undo this. Okay. So the next one says, "What is your zodiac sign?" Baby, stop playing with me. Big Virgo all day. Big Virgo. Where is your favorite travel place if you haven't already traveled there? I always said that I want to travel to Paris, and I wanted to get married in Paris. So if I ever elope, I would elope in Paris, because it's the city of love. So that's why I want to elope to, if I ever elope. No. If somebody want to put a ring on it, and not just anybody, because I ain't going to accept anybody. Alright, so somebody said, "Why you so bougie?" I don't fucking know. I just am. It's just certain things I don't like. I have high standards for myself. I don't take nothing less than moi. So, okay, I just found the one that I was looking for. So they said, where did you get the name Boujie from? So I got the name Boujie from this dude I was talking to. He was 19, I was 22. He was helping me with my logo. His dad owned like a restaurant or whatever. And I came in the store one day, and I had like heels on because I was going to order some food, and I was on my way to some event. And he was like, "You so bougie. I'm going to call you bougie, this and that." So it's just like when he started saying that, I stuck with it. So I was just like, damn, maybe I am kind of bougie. And then just like that became my rap name. And like people be trying to take credit for my name, and it's just like, baby, you didn't make me. Stop saying that. Stop making it seem like you put in on this. You ain't put in on this. And I'm going to say that every time. You ain't put in on Boujie, okay? No maintenance, no nothing. Why don't you wear full face makeup? I mean, honestly, like, I've never tried full face makeup. I did, but it's just like, when I was a kid, I used to play in like makeup and stuff like that, and like I said in the beginning, like skin would break out, like my cheeks would be like super like patchy red with bumps all over it. So it's just like when I got older, like even now, like even when I just do my eyebrows, like it still would itch and like the little eyebrow area, and I catch myself doing this like most of the time, but it's just like I stop myself because I know like I'm gonna wipe the shit off. And I have to always remind myself, like, you have makeup on your eyes, so don't do that. But that's another reason why I don't wear makeup, because full face makeup, because I break out easily. I have sensitive skin. What type of soap do you use? I use Olay, shea butter, avocado, or aloe. What is your favorite name brand? I like Chanel, but I can cop me anything, I like Fendi too, don't lie. Oh my God, look. I just ordered some stuff. I ain't gonna tell y'all, because guess what? When I pop out with it, I know you gonna see. But nah, I just got some shit. But no, Chanel. I like me some Chanel. Some Coco Chanel. Number 2. Excuse my nails, y'all. These bitches broke off last night while I was doing some things. I normally do bath, like, I don't want to call it a ritual because it's really not a ritual. I just do my routine, like a bath routine where it's like I bathe in aloe. Like I just bathe in aloe. I don't want to use no soap. I just bathe in aloe. And then like I rinse my whole body off. And then that be that. That's why my skin be glowing like that. Like, I real life be glowing for real. But, like, that's just be like one day out of like probably like 365 because I don't bathe in aloe all the time. Like I bathe in aloe every so often. Like I do need to do a routine soon because I haven't done it yet. I've done it last year, but I didn't do it. So like it's kind of like a body scrub like that I do like every year. So those were all the questions that I wanted to answer. If you want to know more about Boujie, ask Boujie. So look, when they switched up on me, I just had to switch them lanes. Don't nobody owe me, I get money through my pain. When they started hating, that's when they became a fan. Price on me is heavy, I don't need no million.